I'm Rhys Matthew Bond, and I'm an actor.
And you're recently playing the character Nick on Good Witch. Tell us about the audition
Yes.
process. How did you get started with that?
Well, back in, I think it was November, October, around that, yeah, around October, I received an audition for The Good Witch. The funny thing about that is that I actually watched the movies when I was little, well, still am, but back in England. So I was really excited to, have the chance to go on to the TV series because I watched the movies.
Yeah.
So I got the script and I instantly fell in love with Nick Radford. Such a cool and complex character that it's relatable to so many teenagers. So we went through, and in a matter of 2 days, we got a phone call saying, "We need you on a plane to Toronto," and gets flown out in a matter of 2 days. So everything was just happening so quickly, and it was just such a big surprise. You know, one minute I'm sitting down, I'm doing a low-key commercial, and next thing you know, I'm flown out to Toronto doing all these things. So it's just life-changing. I was just so grateful.
That's so amazing. And I'm sure now everybody online has reached out to you because of the show. Has everything been blowing up for you?
Yes, it has. It's just insane for me. Like, everything is just blown up for me over social media and everything. And I have such sweet fans, like, messaging me such nice things. And I try to message back to all of them, but it's really difficult.
Too many people. That's so neat. Well, we like watching the Hallmark Channel too when they tweet out every part of the episode that's going on. That's fun. Everybody, you guys and the cast as well, tweeting. So that's neat.
Yeah, really good. You've got Catherine Bell on Twitter, Bailey Madison, Shane Hart. Yeah, we have a lot of the cast members on Twitter. Yeah.
Well, tell us, how do you like working with the cast? What's that like?
Oh, it's just wonderful. I'm probably the least experienced person on the cast, so going on to such a well-experienced cast with such nice personalities, it's such an honor. The first cast member that I met was Bailey Madison, and I worked with her quite a bit, and she's just amazing. I worked a lot with Shane Hart, who plays Anthony, such a nice guy. And obviously the amazing Catherine Bell and James Denton. I learned so much stuff from them because they're not trying to steal the spotlight. They want you to look as good as they do.
Oh.
So they're just such real, genuine people. And it's such an honor to work alongside them.
Well, we're watching the episodes each week, and it's they're so addictive, so good. The characters are on point. Everybody, I wouldn't switch anybody out. Everyone's perfect. So I love it. Now, what do you think we can expect from Nick's character? Do you think we're going to start seeing a nicer side from him, or what do you think we can start to see?
Well, in terms of Nick, as you have seen, he's a very, very complicated person. His ego is so large that it wraps up his personality. So he's always in trouble because of it, and he's 15, so when you're that age, you always think you're correct.
Yep.
Doesn't matter who it is. You're always correct to yourself. So you should be expecting to see a lot of drama going around him, and as you saw in episode 2, following through to episode 4, there's a lot of drama between Nick and Grace and Anthony, alongside with Nick's father, played by James Denton, Dr. Sam Radford. So a lot of drama.
Well, we're hoping for Nick and Grace to be together. We're so rooting for that. I hope that happens because now currently you're with Amber, so it's we want you and Grace though. We'll see.
Well, we'll see what happens after episode 4.
Now, if you could see anything happen on the show, what would you like to see happen, if anything? You could create your own story. What would you like to see happen?
If I could see anything happen, I can't answer that question because everything that's already been done, is exactly what I wanted, right?
Oh, okay.
So there isn't anything that I could say in my mind. Oh, I wish they did this, or I wish they did that. Everything that they have done, and you have seen, and will be seeing in the near future, I've fallen in love with. So in my mind, there is nothing I would add because I just love the way it is.
Oh, that's good to know. Then hopefully we'll like it too. Now, do you have a favorite episode you filmed so far, or like to come? Do you have a favorite?
I would have to say that's definitely episode 2.
Episode 2.
In episode 2, there is a very key moment between Dr. Sam Radford and Nick Radford. Near the end of the episode, if you've watched this, you see Sam Radford really open up to his son and really talk about what he's afraid of happening between the two of them, and that they need to fix it.
Right.
And really start mending their broken relationship. And to me, that is my favorite episode because it's just such a powerful moment between them two.
It is. It's like a breakthrough. It's perfect. Love that too.
Yeah.
Now tell us, while you're on set, tell us a little bit behind the scenes. What goes on? Anything maybe we don't know? Any fun stuff you guys do?
It's never negative stuff. It's always positive stuff. On and off set, I was normally with Bailey and Shane. It was just a lot of joking around, having fun, you know. Sometimes I would be out with James Denton, sometimes be out with Bailey, and it's just such fun. Bailey has a thing she likes to pretend that she's a rapper. Her name is B Mads. So she'll take this song and she'll start rapping it, and she'll try to get everyone to go along with her.
Oh, that's great.
And it's really fun.
Can you rap?
Yeah,
Are you
just
part of
behind.
this? Can you rap?
No, I don't. I
Aw.
don't. It's just something that Bailey likes to do to annoy us all. I'm not in that sort of mindset, no.
That's fun though. You guys seem to have such a good time. That's great. And everybody seems to then to hang out then on and off set as well. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we do. It's really fun cast. Really fun cast.
Very neat, very neat. So what other projects have you worked on, or anything else you're going to be working on in the future?
For projects in the future, I can't answer that question, but projects I have done is when I first started out, I did The Haunting Hour, which was my very first project. It was an episode called Near Mint Condition, and it was my opening to the acting world. I was working alongside, which some of you may have heard of, Luke Benwood, who's really big on Disney, and he's such a nice guy. Dylan Schmid, another amazing guy. He's just a really good guy. Really good guy.
Cool. Very neat. And so do you kind of like, if you could work on any project, do you kind of like thrillers, comedies? What would you like to work on?
Drama.
Drama.
I've always been on the serious side. Just something that attracts me more.
And then tell us like one thing we may not know about you then. Like what type of person are you then? We're trying to think like, okay, we know Nick's character. Are you anything like him? Are you who? Tell us something.
I am an absolute goof. In Nick's character is he's very serious, doesn't really joke around, he just likes to be mean all the time. In real life, I'm always just joking around, that's all I do, really. I like to, on set, I would always pull pranks on Shane and Bailey, and just do stuff like that. I'm just a really happy person in general. So I'm just always all around the place, very energetic and annoying my friends as much as possible.
That's great to have a positive attitude and that like lively type of personality. That's great. No better way to be though. If you're happy, that's great.
Yeah. Very
That's
happy.
good. Yeah. Now, what type of TV shows do you like watching?
I enjoy watching drama. Breaking Bad. I loved watching Game of Thrones. Just really down, like serious stuff that really gets in. If you have a character that is under a lot of pressure in a situation, I'm attracted to it because it's like to imagine yourself in a situation like you're a soldier in the trenches in World War I. Just imagine the acting level you need to have to put yourself in such a crazy situation. It's so attractive for me. So television shows like that, I adore.
Is there anything you do to kind of memorize your lines? Is that difficult or easy for you, or?
At first, it was very difficult for me. I have dyslexia, so when I would go through, it would be really hard for me because sometimes I would read this word and it would say this. When
Ah.
I first started out, I would read my lines and I would accidentally say the wrong thing. But as the years gone by, I've learned to really control it.
Mhm.
So now I can memorize my lines really quickly and I can just get on to the point. I won't have any more problems anymore. But when I first started out, it was quite difficult. But I just kept on practicing and practicing it, trying to overcome the whole dyslexia stuff and
Right.
really just got down to it. And now I'm really good at memorizing.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Very much.
Okay, so now we have a couple get to know you questions. So people want to learn about you. First question we have for you: do you have a current celebrity crush?
Do I have a celebrity crush?
Yes.
Ooh, I would have to say Jennifer Aniston for sure.
Mhm.
I think she would be my celebrity crush for sure. Have I had any other before? Um, hmm. Yes, Emma Watson. There's one. Emma Stone is another.
All these Emmas.
Just yeah. No, I love those actors. Emma Stone, Emma Watson, and Jennifer Aniston for sure. Those are my
Okay.
celebrity crushes for
Now,
sure.
if you talk to any of them, would you get nervous? Are you?
I'm not really one to get nervous in that sort of way. I don't really judge people on if they're famous or celebrity or whatever. I just treat people like a human being. You know, of course, like if you've done something amazing, I'm going to respect you.
Right.
But I just think it's it's a human being thing. I'm not going to treat you like royalty
That's
or
true. No,
something
people,
like
you're
that
100% right.
But-
Now, girls in general,
But
do you get nervous talking to them?
do I get nervous in front of girls?
Yes, just girls in general. Then, like,
Is that what?
yes.
No, not really. No. When I was growing up, I went to a private school, and there was a lot of girls in the private school. So I had a lot of friends that were girls. So no, I don't really get nervous in front of girls. No,
And
no.
then also, let's see. Okay, so how about a favorite fast food restaurant? Do you have a favorite?
No, I don't really eat in fast food restaurants. But if I was to say one that when I was in my younger years that I really did enjoy was definitely McDonald's. I loved McDonald's.
what do you
when
get?
I-
What do
when
you
my
get there?
grandparents would take me all the time.
Do you get like a Big Mac
Sorry?
or nuggets? What do you get there?
Straight up cheeseburger and
Cheeseburger.
fries.
Yep.
I just went the classic cheeseburger and fries. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm thinking now of England. Do you like Nando's?
Nanda, I've never been there before.
Really?
Never. I've always wanted. Yeah, I've always wanted to go. Never found the time to, but when I can, I'd love to. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you like to do in England when you're there? What's some things you like to do?
I love to catch up on my with my friends and my family, of course. And I love walking on the trails. Like the one thing I miss about England is I like to hike, and in England it's not really like big hills and like you have here. It's just more like flat roads that you can walk and you can really admire just the beauty. Not that you can't have that here. You can get some
Right.
beautiful sights here, but in England it's just some nice straight path, and it's nice to have more open at times. I really did enjoy doing that.
Oh, that's very nice. So cool. And if you have you visited other parts of the world as well? Any other countries? Anything?
Yes, I've been to a couple states in America. I've been to Los Angeles. I've been to Florida. In terms of Europe, I've been to Belgium, France, and I think I've been to Switzerland or
Oh, wow.
Sweden. Switzerland. I can't remember. I actually found that recently. It was funny. I was talking to my mum, and we were talking to one of the drivers. So I was saying, "Oh yeah," he was asking, "Where have you gone?" And I was like, "Oh, I've been here." And then my mum says, "Oh, you've been to Switzerland or Sweden?" I was like, "What? I have?" So,
When?
yeah, you were only like, I think. I was like, "What? I have? I can't remember that at all."
Oh my gosh.
So it was a funny moment, yeah.
It must have been when you were little then.
Yeah, I was maybe probably a year old, maybe 2.
Oh my god. And how old are you
Probably
now?
around.
How old are you now?
I am 16. I'm going to be 17 in 3 months.
Oh wow. Are you excited for that?
Yeah.
Very cool. So you're in high school.
Yes, it feels very. Yes, I'm in high school. It's feels very weird for me.
Does it?
Very weird. I feel like I'm 9, and yes, in 3 months I'm going to be 17.
Oh my
So.
gosh. Wow. So you do you drive currently?
I never found the time. My birthday's in June, so I had to study for all my finals and everything. Then in the summertime, I was doing a lot of volunteering as a lifeguard, and when I came back, I was working. So I never had the time, but I'm on spring break now, so I'm going to see if I can manage to squeeze in some driving. But,
Yeah.
you know, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, let's see also. Okay, we asked you your favorite fast food restaurant. How about favorite food, and then do you cook at all? Do you know how to cook?
Favorite food? Spaghetti, for sure. I love spaghetti so much. It's one of my favorite things. When I'm at my friend's house, you want some pizza? Nope, I want spaghetti, please.
So
That's in a
good.
plate.
Spaghetti with marinara sauce, meatballs. How do you like it?
Meatballs, marinara sauce, everything you can put on spaghetti. I love it.
Ah.
Love it so much.
So like good. The noodles as well, or just spaghetti?
I love noodles too, yeah. Anything that takes a form or shape like spaghetti, I love it.
Yep.
Noodles, anything really. Really distinctive.
Very neat. And then we were going to ask you about your Twitter and Instagram accounts. Tell us about those. How do you like using those online social media accounts?
I love them. At first, I had to get into it. It was actually Bailey Madison that got me into it. Before I had a Twitter account, I didn't really use it, and I never had an Instagram one before. And I wasn't really like into it because I was like, but I'd feel really awkward because I don't know what to say, you know. And then Bailey said, okay, this is what I'm going to happen. I'm going to spam you. So we started off, and she messaged me on Twitter to try and get me on, and she got her fans to try and persuade me to get it. So eventually I did, but I'm really happy she did because I love interacting with my fans. Such nice people, and I really enjoy it.